some of us who like heard you for the first time last night and are too familiar with you guys, what resources do you guys have for fans? Like, you have your own homepage, MySpace, profile, what's out there?
Wait, I'm sorry, could you
Well,
repeat that?
we definitely have a MySpace page, and I think there's a few fan sites, although I'm not too sure who runs them. But I think
I see.
Xion knows better.
Yeah, obviously our sort of official is the MySpace. Then we started adding Facebook. I think it's last month we just opened. Well, it was there, but I started managing it last month. Then we have fan site. When we go to Las Vegas to play, some of the people who saw us, they liked us, so they make it. So we have one. Then we have whatever bunch of kind of music web page, but mainly I should say MySpace or either Facebook.
What got you all into playing the instruments or singing, doing everything you're doing now? Because some of you are more like musically tuned and obviously multiple instruments. Like, how does that work out? What actually brought you to that?
Well, when I was 3, my dad had a tape recorder, and I found a way of making feedback by making the mic feedback to the speaker while recording. So I just got into recording sound and listening to record. I don't know, it just happened. So.
Wow, man, I think I've been playing everything that I can get my hands on. I think for me, it kind of turned into a physical thing. I really enjoy physically getting what I get out of drums, so I think I play drums the most, but I do play everything. Not as well, but I try.
For me, it's, I consider myself a music fan first. Primarily just bass and guitar, but I started pretty late as far as music is concerned for playing, so, and it was more or less just kind of a random occurrence. That's how I got into music. It wasn't really, oh, this is what I need to be doing. It just kind of happened.
Yeah, my case is pretty similar to Jin's. They're from listening music. Most likely I listen a lot of pop music, then rock, and then I started getting into rock, then just singing. But if I say origin of my singing stuff from karaoke, you know, obviously at that time I didn't think I'm trying to be vocal, but that's one of the first times I started singing in public, you know, in karaoke. So that could be the origin, I think.
Any tips for singing or playing instruments?
For you?
No, yeah, in general.
Well, I mean, of course, it depends on what you find interesting, what instrument. I tell everybody it doesn't matter. Pick up anything. It's always good for you.
Yeah, I would definitely say find out what you really like. You really need to. I think part of musical expression is definitely a passionate thing. You can also break it down to the logical level of the technique and all the mechanics involved with learning an instrument. But ultimately, I think what music is nothing more than a different language or a different way of communicating who you are and telling your story through an instrument or a band or whatever creative sort of environment you're in. Ultimately, it's no different than having a conversation, I think. But I guess a good way to start, I don't know, just pick an instrument that interests you, or singing or whatnot, and just use your ear, use your heart, and go from there. It doesn't help to take lessons too. That's a good thing from time to time. So.
Yeah, a lot of times it's just, if you feel like you have an interest in it, just give it a try. Just go for it. It's nothing to lose. Obviously, some people are more attracted to drums or singing or guitar, but I think it does help to kind of experiment with all of them, just to kind of see which ones work best for your personality. I think that's the best way to express yourself, is to find something that really matches who you really are. I think that's probably the best advice.
You could start by playing rock band.
That's cool. Well, for singing wise, I really shouldn't advise other people because I never took voice lessons. So pretty much, I scream, I shout, use a growl voice. This is pretty much my own way. So I don't know if I'm doing properly. First of all, you know. And then I took time. First time I started using those kind of growl voice, it was so painful for my throat. But after several months of keep using it, now I don't feel any pain at all. So, and then I mean, for singing wise, everything is related. Like I realize my facial, like shape, bone. I have a high cheekbone while some people don't have. Tongue length, muscles somewhere, body size, whatever. Everything is related because it seems like my body stuff is like an entire instrument. So the voice I can do, maybe Perry cannot do. The voice Perry can have, I cannot do. Vice versa, it happens for everybody. So I think you just keep using the voice or whatever, and then find, oh, this is the right one. Maybe someday you can find. Maybe not.
So you're talking about Rock Band. How do you feel about Rock Band, like playing, like using that as like a learning tool? Like the drums, I know the drums actually on the hardest setting is supposed to be equivalent to the same as a real drum set. And obviously singing is supposed to be similar, but obviously the guitar's not anywhere near it. But how would you feel about that? Like,
I've never played it.
Well, they have it in the arcade.
I got to play it at a Best Buy. And I'll tell you this much, yes, the drums are very much like at the faster or I don't know, expert mode or whatever, at the higher settings, it definitely, I could see that being most related to actual drumming because it's a physical thing. Guitar playing, I actually can't play the guitar in Guitar Hero because what happens is I know all those songs, actually how to play them on an actual guitar, and I find myself like, wait, that's, you've got the 5 buttons, right? So, yeah. Guitar is the least similar, but the drums, yes.
I'm not sure if this question's already been asked since I came late, but do the lyrics mean anything to you? Are they special in any way?
Sorry, could you? I'm kind of deaf.
Are the lyrics meaningful to you in some way? Like, did you choose them for a certain reason?
Wait, I'm sorry, I still have a difficulty to understand.
The lyrics.
The lyrics.
The lyrics, the words that you wrote, are they very meaningful to you personally, or did you
Oh
just...
yeah, I really should actually put the translation. But yeah, actually, maybe I make the melody line, the lyrics almost the same time. But, well, this is my personal work, so I don't work with others. But maybe I spend lyrics most of the time more than melody line. Because once melody line is set, I really don't want to change. So I want to adjust the lyrics for that instead of adjust the melody line for lyrics. Sometimes I do, but usually I don't. So then, yeah, I spend sometimes 2 hours, 3 hours, just only 5 or 6 word. Just come up because I'm kind of picky. So if it doesn't sound right or grammatically kind of too stupid or wrong, I just stayed 2 hours like. Right, nothing came out, and the next day, extra 2 hours, but nothing came out, you know. So yes, that's one of the reasons why sometimes our song is kind of late to produce, and that's actually because of me. So yeah, but it means a lot. Then I'm trying to make the translation, so I try to pause on MySpace. It seems they can have it lyrics right. So I can really translate because I use a lot of stupid metaphor in Japanese. So if I just directly translate, it just doesn't make sense. So I'm trying to translate by meaning instead of actual word. So that's difficult for me to do that by myself.
I know Xion said that he had no formal training. Did any of you have any formal musical training? And did you think that you would have a career in music, or what did you study?